Everyone, have you ever had one of those days? You've been waiting and waiting and waiting for some sort of re-release to a certain game that you missed out on 10 years ago, and while you're watching the trailer, you think in your head by default, this game will be on my platform of choice, PC Steam. I know it. You feel really, really great. But then, in the next instance, you're super angry. You thought everything was in working order, but it wasn't. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Yet another game that was supposed to be on Steam in the beginning, now all of a sudden moved ship to another platform, the Epic Games Store. Now, I can't exactly remember how long ago this was, but months ago, before the announcement, before it was called Sonic Colors Ultimate, there had been rumors and leaks of information that Sonic Colors would also be released on PC and not only on a Nintendo platform. I thought to myself, oh, okay, cool, finally, I will have the opportunity to play Sonic Colors for the first time. At last. And I thought that was gonna be it. I thought it was going to be business as usual for Sega. They would release Sonic Colors in September 7th on multiple platforms, and that was going to be it, I thought. But as it turns out, Sega took the Epic route. So instead of Steam and elsewhere, Sonic Colors is now temporarily exclusive to the Epic Store for 12 months. It was business as usual for Sega, it seems. Tisk tisk tisk. Sega's sudden decision to all of a sudden say no to Steam baffles me. I mean, have you ever heard of Sega having a long and prosperous history with Epic? I know I haven't, which is why I think it is weird of Sega to do this now. I mean, I don't know, to me, all of this feels artificial to me. And it's not just Sega, other developers have temporarily put their games on the Epic Store, like how Supergiant Games did once. You know, their game, Hades. If developers release their games on multiple platforms, not just on Steam or Epic, then no problem, that's fine. I don't mind it when games are released on multiple platforms and online services, I don't mind that. But now, Sonic Colors won't be released on Steam until, I think, 2022 it seems. I hope it is much sooner, but one can always dream. Now, when I said another game that was supposed to be released on Steam in the beginning and etc, I am of course referring to those claims that certain developers take Epic's exclusivity deal to release their games first and foremost on the Epic Store, and then 12 months later, that game finally comes out on Steam, even though the company intended to release their game on Steam to begin with. For example, Outer Wilds, Phoenix Point, and, in theory, Shenmue 3 and Metro Exodus, I think. If I am not mistaken about that. And sadly, sometimes, some games are Epic exclusives forever. And not just for 12 months. But, just to be clear, I am not referring to Epic's own in-house games, like Unreal Tournament or Fortnite. No, if they want to keep their first-party games on their own platform, that's fine by me. It's their games, they can do whatever they want with that. I think you understand, but outside of first-party games, I can't help but feel frustrated and annoyed when a non-Epic game that I've been looking forward to for like 10 years all of a sudden jumped ship to another platform. But other than that, I don't have any major or personal issues with the platform, because, I must admit, in late 2019, I eagerly registered for an Epic account. Why? Because I heard that Epic would give away some free games, and they did. They gave away some free games, as they promised. Woohoo! Free games! And I thought in the beginning that Epic was a pretty cool thing. They're giving away free games, and they're giving third-party developers a better cut. Like, I think it was 88%. While Steam's third-party cut is, or was, I think 75% or 80% or so. It was something like that. And on Twitter, I just couldn't help but notice how, in the beginning, they gave Team Sweeney a lot of praise for the Epic Store. But then, when... I can't remember which game at the time it was, but the game that I'm thinking of, it was meant to be on Steam in the beginning, but allegedly, Epic cut a deal with those developers, and that game popped up on the Epic Store first, and not on Steam. The hate started to pour in on Twitter, I noticed, and then the game ended up releasing on Steam, I think, 12 months later. And I was angry. And now, present day, it seems to me like Sega is making the same mistake, just like those that came before them. They took the Epic deal. But you know what? I think I understand why Sega took the Epic route. Considering that the Epic Store's player base is Generation C Fortnite players, I think I understand why Sega may have taken that decision. I mean, isn't their target audience for Sonic the Hedgehog for kids and teens? Yeah? Even though Sonic's fanbase consists of people that are older than 20, millennials. I mean, it comes off that way to me. I've always been under the impression that a lot of Sonic fans, more than 50%, or heck, even more than that, are adult millennials. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say for today. I thank you all very much for tuning in for today's episode. You will hear from me again. Bye bye everyone.